pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order a little after 6 o'clock. Members present are Darrell Baker, County Clerk, Charles Vance, President, Phoebe Harris, Commissioner, K.K. Matthews, Commissioner. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular session of Lincoln County Commission meeting was held on May 18, 2017 at 6 o'clock.
Also moved.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Get this for public comment.
I think it's just Barb.
Barb, you want to speak?
Yeah, I'm wanting to find out some stuff. Did you take care of that?
Well, that's what I was going to talk with you about. We've been trying to get a hold of you.
Yes, well, you
I
said
called
that you told them.
No, I told you to do it. I didn't say, I told you.
Oh, I thought you said you told
No,
them the
you said
last.
you want me to call, and I said, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't want anything done.
No.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
We're not gonna do that. We've been
Okay.
tied up in a lawsuit for years. You know
Okay.
how that goes.
That's fine. I just wanted to see how you felt about that
No,
because,
you know, it took me forever to figure out what was going on anyway.
well, that's why I wanted your determination of what they were saying and things so the commission could, to talk about it and things like that. So I know originally it was no, and I didn't know if they changed their mind or anything
But
like
they
that.
didn't change my mind. He come down there and got about 4 or 5 people's water,
Okay.
and he said ours were awful, our signs were awful. Everybody's
Well,
awful.
that wasn't new to us, was it?
Did y'all know? Did y'all ever, about the permit?
Not the permit, but the tap fees. I've got that figured out. Rick Roberts has sent the customer list to the PSD, but I talked to the PSD today. They're waiting on their attorney to make a letter that they're gonna develop a letter so they're sent out to all the customers. But she doesn't foresee them coming around too quick, but they're working on them.
And we haven't heard anything on the,
Had thing, no.
thing.
That's
I
what I'm
heard-
talking about. I thought somebody was supposed to see about this.
Well, we did, Chad Story sent an email about that. He said he thought it was gonna be done at the end of May, 1st of June. He's misunderstood what they said. Rick Roberts says they had asked them for more information, between him and that Kelly Workman, they've got all the information that they need, and they had to have that to them by the end of May, 1st of June. So Chad's got his
I want
backwards a little bit. So Rick says they've got all the information to them, that the additional, that they requested, and that's, there they are.
No, I try not to read the paper.
No, that you need to read. That's all about. And see, you can get this, you can get this, right here. My son didn't have no ink, so he's getting the whole thing off of there, this whole thing. And what I can read here, it says, it is anticipated that bids would be let in the month of December 2017. That ain't gonna work. We need water now.
I haven't,
Y'all need to read all this stuff.
well, I usually go, when I talk to them, I felt, and I think the commission felt that we'd be starting this project already.
What happened to these people? I never see them here no more. Ranger, 10 miles, 14 miles.
No, because they didn't get any monies. I think now they're applying, I don't know for sure. I talked with one of them over at Branch Samicki at PSD the other day, one of the girls that works there. And I think they had applied for maybe a $7 million small cities block grant or funding for those projects we've got on that thing there. And, but, the county commission's already committed, we committed to the first phase of the Lower Mud River, and we committed to the second phase. So any monies that we would go, as far as the commission to get for those projects would have to be after that.
And I come over here February 15th. What's really got done, we still ain't got no water.
We don't have water, but we have the money.
You know what? We're about 7 or 8 miles right down that road.
I've been down through there.
And do you know that it's already down to the sewer farm up there? And we're too close to Hammond for us not to have water all these years. You know why? My husband here will be 83 in July. He has never seen clean water run out of a spigot now. People, it's dead and gone. His daddy was 92 years old. Everybody tried to get water down there. You know, that's just been absolutely, we should have got water a long time ago, and y'all know
I
it.
agree, Bob. There's, you know, I think the only thing we do is, what we can do is work on the funding. The funding is complete, and then the PSD and the EPA and all these people have to decide for there. And we don't have, it's just like,
Well, what did you do when election time was in a paper where you said you got all people water? Why couldn't you help us do that?
well, I didn't say we got all of it.
Yeah, it showed the ones you named, the ones
No,
and
I said,
everything.
one of my primary objectives in coming on the commission was to try to get hold of the water to help as many people in Lincoln County as we could.
I'll bring the,
That's fine, I mean, but I still, that's, you know, that's one of my main priorities, has always been to get the potable water.
well, can somebody tell me, I don't wanna beat around the bush no more. Are we gonna get water or are we not?
Well, all I can say is, we have done everything.
Who is holding this up?
HUD is, in Philadelphia. They're not giving us a waiver to start drilling.
Well, why don't somebody just call or do something?
We've sent letters, multiple letters to them, we've contacted their congressmen, and they've sent multiple letters. I have, missed a call from Senator Manchin last week. I'll be trying to get a hold of him tomorrow, and that's one of the things I'll be talking with him about.
Is that what they're talking about right there?
Yeah, I would say that's it. But what happened is, these things have to go to Philadelphia, and Housing and Urban Development basically ruled that the way we were doing it is not the way they want us to do it. And so what we have to do, and these have been, you know, it's not just Lincoln County's project, I understand there's other projects involved, and to the best of my knowledge, we have to get a waiver of that ruling before we can proceed.
You mean to tell me that all this politics, like the picture of the water up to your way, somebody's way, all those guys standing there with their picture taken, we didn't hardly know anybody there. Nobody ever, and Kirkendall's the only ones ever come down our way. And we don't know none of them people. But you know, when voting time comes, there's a lot of people down Lower Mose River that vote. I mean, there's a lot of people down there. I mean, there's
Half of them's gonna have water, hopefully, or gonna be working on the water to get it approved down there for the next election. So
We'll be dead. We'll be dead.
I hope not, I hope not. But I can assure you, this commission is, we've done everything in our power, talked to everyone that I can
With-
imagine to try to get.
With all these things that people, the people that's elected does favors for people. That's how they get a lot of stuff, a lot of done. Why can't they just do a favor for y'all? Why can't they get water down there?
I wish they could, and you know.
All these newspapers I've kept them for years over here, and it shows them all with their pictures took and all this. I started out with Ray Hall.
Mhm.
Well, he sent me a letter and said he sent it at the water thing. There wasn't a thing come of that. Then I started out with Manson. He didn't do one thing, he done the same thing, and then sent me a letter after that, wanting to know how good he done. I told him how good he done. And then it started with Jenkins and them bunch of people. And who am I gonna get next? Shelley Capito, I've sent her stuff. I have sent all these stuff. They are not doing nothing, but they get in the papers and stuff, ain't do papers for everybody else.
Barb, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I know we've done everything we can do and continue to do that to try to get this waiver so we can continue. But, you know, we have the funding all in place, and once that's waived, and we're talking about the federal government, we're not talking about local government.
I know of the, what you call it, what's his name, Ben Carson. He's supposed to be head of all that stuff.
Well, and, you know, we didn't have this problem till here recently, so I don't know if they're helping or hurting, but I mean, you know, we've absolutely, and I know what kind of water you got, and I know what your situation is. and
Has that guy told you what kind of water we all got down there?
What?
The one works for the, what is his name, that lawyer?
Oh, no, I haven't talked to
He
him.
come down there and took all this.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if they took samples, that we'll have that available to us, so, but now, I don't, if there was some way I could make a personal trip up to Philadelphia or wherever it is and get the HUD people to do that, I would, but there's people much more important and much more, have the ability to do that more than me that are trying to do that. And, you know, there's just really nothing, and I understand completely what you're saying, you know, and,
If
you know,
you'd see the stuff comes out of our water, you have to clean everything with bleach. You have to bleach your clothes to death, cause me and Clifford's not able to carry water to wash and do all that. And then you ought to take a bath in it and smell in the bathroom when you're bathing with it. It's turned the door hinges and everything. Well, the next time y'all stand up out there and I got all these pictures and y'all get this water turned on, I hope y'all think of us without any water. It's not fair.
thanks.
I know,
Anyone else not on the agenda would like to speak at this time?
it's not, you know that.
If not, I'll go to discussion of concerns, possible actions. As the commission's aware of, we were contacted by Reading to
I'm gonna start sending it.
Tuesday
Tuesday, yes. Actually, Monday, it's the holiday though, so yeah, Tuesday.
to, by Kathy.
Ellie.
I've been trying to-
And there's some paperwork that she needs completed, and we need to set some public meetings this month, and to have a public meeting for the phase 2 of the application for the Lower Mud River Water Project. And we need to do that prior to the end of the month, and we have some dates that I think we've agreed on, and we'll set the public meeting, public hearing up and have the meetings thereafter. So when we adjourn, we'll adjourn to that time. Okay? But this is to go ahead and get the application submitted by June 30th for the phase 2 project down there. Do y'all have any questions about that? I will say that I think it's slipshod work to take and wait to the very last minute to submit these applications like they did. I think, and I'll talk with Kathy when she gets up here and tell them that it's hard enough to get these things done and try to, you know, if we don't have them do their work before they get to us, then it puts it on us to make ourselves available at times we're not usually available and on things that really should have been taken care of months ago. There's no unfinished business, possible action. You have the new business before you, Commission. If there's no questions or revisions, I'll ask for a motion to approve the new business as presented. So is there a second? All in favor, aye? Approve the new business. Thank you. Open discussion. Anything, Commissioner?
Appreciate the job that Al and Francis Commission's done on mitigation work. And we have a lot of new, some cellular companies that express interest in Lincoln County. And we'll just continue to work with them. That's all I have to say.
Commissioner Hart?
I would just like to remind everybody about the fishing tournament Saturday morning. It's a little bit different with the time change this year, so the day was a little mixed up. So it is Saturday, registration's at 8, start at 9.
That's what, 4 through 8?
14.
Oh, yeah, little through court.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 acres.
So there's no need for me to come and fish?
No, you're just.
You could bring seed.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting ready to leave to go to the Outer Banks or something, so he's too busy for us to do that, so. The only thing I want to bring the public up, we are about to finish the renovation of the public defender's offices over at the church, and we are in the process of working with our county clerk, Harold Baker, and drawing up some plans for early voting and machine storage over there, trying to get that taken care of. We also plan to talk with our family law master judge and Ron Salmons and get some idea of what, how he would like the next floor up to be set up for his family law court. And then as quick as we get that done, then we'll kind of look at costs and things of that nature. And from there.
It's a good space.
Yeah, it really is, it really is. And, you know, it's important we get people, I think, in there and utilizing the space and getting some monies back from Supreme Court and from people that we have these with, so. So what we need to do on this adjournment is, when is the day we're supposed to, huh?
I think I kind of mentioned it.
Oh, did you want to go with that?
No, I don't want to go into anything
Okay,
yet.
Oh.
okay, all right.
Till it's nailed down.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, St. Thompson.
What
Okay,
process?
what date are we gonna have the special, the public hearing?
June 19th at 5:45 PM will be the public hearing, and then a meeting will follow that. We're gonna shoot for 6 PM, but,
Special session,
Yeah.
6 PM or thereafter?
uh-huh,
Okay.
and then, or is that good? That's all?
No, let's just go ahead and notify, or let's just go ahead and approve these dates. What's the next
The
date?
next one is June 26th with the same time, 5:45 and 6.
Okay. And these are, to the public,
Yeah.
these are to go ahead and, complete the application for the Phase 2 Lower Mud River project.
For small cities?
Small cities water application, yes. We also, the commission's approving us to send a letter in support of the Hearts Community Center's application for a partnership grant or whatever from the House of Delegates to a letter of support, and we're gonna do that. Oh, yeah, I did want to mention before we adjourned that we lost one of our own here recently, Richie Holton. And I've known Richie for a long, in fact, when he was really small, I used to take care of him, and I took care of his family and things of that nature. And he's always been a good public servant, and I know.
Serving as a fire chief.
Yeah, and he you know, he was a very intelligent person. He was a very hardworking person, and I know the county will miss him. With that said, I'll ask for a motion. We adjourn to the public hearing on June the 19th at 5:45 p.m. with the special session following at 6 o'clock.
So,
In a second?
I'll second.
All right, we stand adjourned, guys. Thank you.
I have 2 things you need to sign.